It's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. On target. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important to get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll leave it with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They're going to run it. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Creates a little room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. right his man on the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
They booted away on 4th down. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going right to work up top. The short hands, it's Salter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll run it. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to him again. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And the Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback making adjustments. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You've got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
They go to the ground. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly out to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire 1st half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That play just took a lot of time to develop. The longer the quarterback held on to the football, the longer the time that strong safety had to just think, you know what, I know I'm supposed to be back here covering, but I'm going to go get myself involved. And he shows you his speed as he was able to close the gap.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get the edge on the left. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They kick it away on fourth down. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolves Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 40. Inside the 30. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play, and in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Turning it on! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wolverines. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into the season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or
Makes the grab on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to...
Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to them and get them on the perimeter.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Handoff to the lone back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He'll pitch it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
They called the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
Coming out with it, it's Blade. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This drive going from the 17. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, You're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got room to work. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A run for the quarterback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Trying to barrel in. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field, because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat. Got it back on second and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Touchdown, Wolverines! They move on top here in the fourth.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch on the right side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. And that's gonna be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on third. Quarterback moving. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the grab, ready for the first down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in, it's Hayes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Floating away. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
And the quarterback takes a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does the portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though,